quickly take comments from our guests here. And before I take a counter on what Pramod Tiwari has said with Karan Verma, Advocate Jain, the entire opposition is rallying behind women's reservation bill now. इतने साल कांग्रेस की सरकार रही, इतना पैशन, इतना डिटर्मिनेशन उस वक्त क्यों नहीं देखने को मिला? उस वक्त क्यों नहीं अपनी allies को समझा लिया गया that this is a very, very crucial, important step for women empowerment?
Swati, women reservation bill is an important bill. The Congress party tried bringing it, but sadly, the partners in the UPA at the time, not all of them were amenable to it, but now they are. See, the society is constantly progressing. Women are more empowered today than they were 10 years ago, as applies to the 10 years before that, as applies to the 10 years before that. That is the cycle of life. That is why we have a living parliament to keep on passing new bills as the society progresses. The government will pass new bills. But the problem is that the women reservation bill in the parliament today is just one of the 6 bogies that the BJP came in starting 2 months ago. They've talked about the UCC, they've talked about one nation, one election, they've talked about replacing the entire criminal law code, they've talked about women reservation bill, all the issues that are very contentious, that require a lot of debate, discussion and deliberation before a bill can be passed on that, and they kept on deviating the people of the country and the opposition
Advocate
parties.
Let me just come in here very quickly. I have a breaking update coming in. I'm given to understand that the Prime Minister will be speaking in Lok Sabha at 11 AM. तो 11 बजे जब कार्यवाही शुरू होगी संसद की तो लोकसभा में सबसे पहले प्रधानमंत्री अपनी बात रखेंगे. And we have our national editor Madhav Das Gopalakrishnan joining us with more details on that. Madhav, breaking update coming in that the Prime Minister will speak in Lok Sabha at 11.
Well, absolutely, Swati. This is the big breaking news we're bringing for our viewers at this point of time. So it's quite likely that it is the Prime Minister who would open the round of discussions that is to be held in the Parliament today. At 11 o'clock, the Prime Minister is expected to speak. And this is, of course, a very, very significant news break coming in because at this point of time, we know that the Prime Minister is going to speak in the Lok Sabha at 11 a.m. It's the first day of the special session of Parliament. Normally, during a parliamentary session, it is the Prime Minister who, ahead of the session, before it begins at 11, addresses the media outside, the Parliament building. And in fact, now we are getting to learn that the Prime Minister will, in fact, be addressing the special session of Parliament. Of course, as we know, the first day is essentially to pay tributes to the 75 years of democracy, 75 years of the parliamentary democracy in India. And tomorrow, of course, is the big day when the transition takes place from the old to the new Parliament. But the Prime Minister himself initiating the discussion is certainly a significant development, and we will have to see what the Prime Minister says in terms of how really the old Parliament building has served the nation.
Right, Madhav, thank you for sharing that update with us. A quick counter to what Advocate Jain said from Karan Verma. Okay.
Yeah, can I?
Yes.
So, here is a party that gets nothing done. They could not get GST done. They talked big about it. They never got it done. They could not make Aadhaar practical with direct benefit transfer. It was the Prime Minister who made it that far-reaching, where today we've saved lakhs and lakhs of crores of rupees rather because of that move. They did not pass any legislation. They did not pass the women reservation bill. So here is a government that wants credit for everything. They cannot build consensus. At that time, caste was the important factor. They wanted to play caste politics. Their allies wanted caste reservations even in the women reservation bill. That is where they faltered. So it's always been vote bank politics, which is why Congress has failed to pass these important legislations which could have made the difference. So Congress has missed the bus. Now the BJP, if they're trying to pass it, I don't think Congress should act as an impediment in that.
Okay, are you going to create hurdles then, Advocate Jain?
I'm sorry, can you repeat?
Are you going to create hurdles? That's the allegation that the opposition is only interested in
the opposition first and foremost wants to hold the government to account, and when Karan says that the UPA government could not pass any significant bills, may I remind him of the right to education, the right to information, giving property rights to women under the Hindu Succession Act as equal to as men, the Food Safety Act. So far as GST and Aadhaar are concerned, GST, we've all seen how boshed up it is. One nation, one tax was the boogie that the BJP came in with, and God knows how many taxes and how many different types of taxes and different slabs of taxes we are paying in the GST. He's talking about Aadhaar. He's not talking about the millions of people whose private personal data, including their biometric data, has been leaked. He's talking about direct benefit transfers to the people without looking into the fact that until 2014 the smartphone penetration in India wasn't even a fraction of what it is today, and you can't blame the Congress government for it because the Congress government or Narendra Modi was
when
not.
He says we didn't have digital penetration, isn't that an achievement of the Narendra Modi government?
No, that is an achievement of function of time.
To 99%
Karan, that is an achievement of time in 2014.
They could not pass UPI.
In
They were the land of
2014,
UPI. They
in
shelved the project
2014,
of UPI under the national payment
in
system. So this is a
2014,
government that has shelved every major
Karan,
plan.
Karan,
And then
you
they want
are-
credit for that.
Karan,
So,
2014.
let's be honest about it.
2014.
Could you make
How much
Aadhaar
was the
reach
smartphone for
every
2014?
smartphone? Why couldn't you do it?
2014,
Why
how
couldn't you
many
do it?
smartphones were
Why
there
did
in
you
India?
not
How
increase
much
the
did a
broadband
smartphone cost?
connectivity? The broadband
How much
connectivity
did the smartphone
today,
cost? Karan, come on.
One second. As
Let's
per
be
the
real,
National
let's be
Optical
real.
Fiber Network, today 2.5 lakh gram panchayats are connected with optical fiber. Why couldn't you do it?
Why
couldn't
did
you
the
make
Bajpayee
Aadhaar
government
reach every person?
not launch 3G?
Why
did
This is
the
the same
Bajpayee government
government.
not?
कि आज जो 75 साल की जर्नी है पार्लियामेंट की, संविधान सभा से लेकर अब तक की, उसके बारे में चर्चा होगी और पूरे दिन चर्चा होगी। तो बहुत ही ऐतिहासिक दिन रहने वाला है। और ये जो हमारा संसद भवन है जिसे हम अब तक बैठते आए हैं, उसमें ऐसी चर्चा मुझे लगता है आखिरी चर्चा ही है। उसके बाद 19 तारीख को नए संसद भवन में प्रवेश का विषय भी उन्होंने बताया है। तो आज की तो चर्चा पे आनंद लीजिए। और मीडिया ने भी संसद की यात्रा में बड़ा योगदान दिया है। मैं सोच रहा था कि आज मैंने देखा है कि कई मीडिया के लोगों को भी दिखाया।
सर एक आप यादें
अपनी भी बताएं कुछ सर।
हाँ यादें बताएं अच्छी।
हम बताएंगे चर्चा के दौरान।
सर लेकिन जो विपक्ष इस तरीके से लगातार क्या होता है?
All right, so that was reaction coming in from Arjun Meghwal. He said कि आज की बात करनी चाहिए विपक्ष को, आज तो cooperate आप कीजिए. On the other hand, what we also given to understand is that the India bloc leaders are going to meet at around 10 AM. अब से कुछ ही मिनटों में उनकी ये मीटिंग होने वाली है जिसमें काउंटर स्ट्रैटेजी क्या होगी उस पर बातचीत होगी. हालांकि जो रुख है वो स्पष्ट हो चुका है ऑपोजिशन का कि काउंटर स्ट्रैटेजी ये है कि जिन 9 मुद्दों की बात सोनिया गांधी ने अपने पत्र में की उसका जिक्र करना चाहिए सरकार को. द गवर्नमेंट शुड टॉक अबाउट अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट, द गवर्नमेंट शुड टॉक अबाउट इन्फ्लेशन और मणिपुर में जो हालात हैं उस पर चर्चा करनी चाहिए. इसके अलावा जो चीन का अग्रेशन है या जो चीन की तरफ से अक्सर सीमा पार उनके सैनिक पहुंच जाते हैं या घुसपैठ होती है उस पर बात होनी चाहिए. मीनवाइल वी गेटिंग अ रिएक्शन फ्रॉम प्रहलाद जोशी. लेट्स लिसन.
देखो क्लैरिफिकेशन जो कुछ भी उनका डिमांड था, रिक्वेस्ट था, हमने सब कल ऑल पार्टी मीटिंग में क्लियर कर दिया. आप और नया लाएंगे, ला सकते हैं. इमेजिनेशन के लिए मैं कैसा उत्तर दूँ? कोई भी सरकार और कोई भी व्यक्ति आप इमेजिन करते ही जाओ, हम उत्तर देते रहे, कैसे होगा? हमने तो हमारा जो एजेंडा है हमने बताया है. और आगे आएगा क्या? आगे का और परसों क्या आएगा और परसों क्या आएगा, ये तो हम कैसे बोल सकते हैं? तो आज के दिन में हमारा एजेंडा जो है हमने क्लियर कर दिया है. आज तो मैं इतना ही कल भी निवेदन किया हूँ और आपके माध्यम से आज भी निवेदन करता हूँ. आज जो 75 इयर्स का संविधान सभा से लेके आज तक हमारा अनुभव, सीख, ये सब के बारे में आज चर्चा है. वो चर्चा में भाग ले. 75 इयर्स कोई भी एक देश के जर्नी में बहुत बड़ा इम्पोर्टेंट होता है. इसीलिए आगे कैसे हमको जाना है, क्योंकि प्रधानमंत्री जी ने संकल्प लिया है और ऐलान किया है कि 2047 तक भारत को एक डेवलप नेशन करके हम लेके जाना है. सब देखते हुए हम सबको आगे कैसे जाना है इसके बारे में चर्चा करना.
चलिए, तो आप प्रहलाद जोशी को सुन रहे थे जो कह रहे थे कि आज का एजेंडा जो हमने बता दिया, आगे जो एजेंडा आएगा वो बता देंगे. आज तो आप बात कीजिए 75 इयर्स पर. मीनवाइल, लाइक आई सेड, द